Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Stacy if you are new. And so on today, I'm about to head to finally get my nails done. I never said anything, but the last place I went in Alabama gave me fungus on my nails. So I haven't had them for a couple months so I could let them heal. But now they are ready. And so, yeah, I'm just waiting on my husband to come out the bank. But I just wanted to talk real quick about family and friends. But before I get into this video, if you guys are new, thank you for visiting my channel. Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy this type of content, and share this video with a friend or with someone you think it might be beneficial to. Comment down below if you have experienced any of these things whatsoever, and yeah, let's just get straight into it. I just wanted to talk real quick about family and friends and how you can distinguish between who's genuine and who's not. And I feel like especially growing up with the family that I grew up in and the mother that I had, who instilled so much wisdom in all of us, like my brothers and my sisters. There's a whole lot of us. But my mom was literally an angel on earth, and she did not leave here without giving us all the tools that we needed to be successful, to thrive, to understand, you know, our place in life, period. Because everything, the root of everything that you have to go back to is your relationship with God. And if you don't have that, you pretty much lost. You're definitely not going to make it. You're not going to be what I call a successful person, because without God, where is the success? Like, there is none. And so, but there's times that, like, you have family or friends or people who are extended family, whether it's a family you're married into, whether it's cousins, whether it's your aunties, your uncles, your whatever, or friends, a best friend. I don't consider people friends. I consider everybody an acquaintance to me, and my family is my family, no matter whether we talk or not. But my biggest issue right now is just the fact that, like, I don't know, you can tell when you're loved genuinely. It does not matter what anybody says. You can tell when you're loved genuinely. You can tell when somebody has your best interest at heart, and you can tell when somebody supports you. Support looks different to a whole lot of people, but I know that people know what support is. I'm going to use myself for an example because that's who I'm talking about right now. I'm the one that's affected, and so I'm going to talk about this. I feel like it's really weird for you to have people that consider you their family and they don't support you. Okay, that was my mother-in-law and my husband at the bank, and so he had to run back in. But yeah, so I think that the saddest part for me is when my mother was passing away on her deathbed, and she had a lot of her girls and grandchildren around her, talking to her, polishing her nails, like taking care, doing her hair, making her feel beautiful, making her feel, you know, good about herself. And I have video to prove, you know, that my mom asked for our family to get along, to learn to get along with each other, learn, you know, talk to each other, squash the beef or whatever it is. The saddest part about my mother's death, she's been dead for 5 years, and things have gotten worse in my family than they ever have. You know, I have so many, there's 11 girls and 2 boys in my family. I have 3 siblings, literally 3 siblings that I talk to on any type of level. And it's not like we came from bad stock. We all come from good stock, but everybody acts like, you know, I hate that my mom passed away, and the thing that she wanted so desperately for her kids has not happened, and it actually got worse. And it's just sad. It's so sad to me that you have people who don't love. I have sisters that I have not talked to or seen, and I'm not even exaggerating, in decades. And for many years of that, we lived an hour away from each other. To this day, I don't know nothing about my family. I know nothing about my family whatsoever. I don't know what they do, where they work. I have nieces and nephews that have been born that I don't even know because of petty issues. And well, hold on, them issues don't be petty. Sometimes it can be a huge deal. Make sure my door is locked. It could be a huge deal. But still, if you're the type of person that can get past things, you still, like, family supports you. The one thing my mom always told us, she always told us this. She's like, quit putting yourself in places where you know don't nobody want you. Quit showing up at places inviting yourself. You pretty much inviting yourself when you're begging somebody for attention. You're begging somebody to share your videos. You're begging somebody to, but then everybody come out the woodworks when you post a picture. Everybody want to hit love, but some people only hit it if my husband is in it. Like, when I say extended people, some people don't. They are just weird stuff. They'll invite you to celebrate things that they are passionate about. They enjoy something in their family with their children, or they're having children, or they had children and got birthday parties. Don't invite me to nothing when you won't show up for me. Don't ever do that, because I'm not the one or the two. Like, I'm not getting ready to be a dummy and just come and show up knowing good and well you playing me like a goofy. Now I know where to keep you. People don't have to show up for you. This is my channel. God's gonna send who he sends. I'm just glad that I know now, so I know where to keep you. No, I'm not showing up. No, if I do come to the city where you are, no, I'm not finding your house. I'm not seeking you out. Why would in the world would I do that when I have had people make their children stop talking to me because of their little fake beef. How do people have fake beef? I'm 50 years old. There's no way in the world, there's not a soul living that I could sit here and say, well, you did this and you did that and da-da-da. I don't care. I literally don't care. This might sound like a rant because it is. I don't care. If you got cut off, you gave me the scissors and I cut you off. That does not mean I don't love you. That does not mean that when I see you, I'm not going to speak to you, hug you, inquire about, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Is everything going good? And I call my family's name out. I call my nieces and nephews' names out. I ask God to bless them on their jobs, bless them with their new families, bless them with their new children, give them the finances that they need. Don't be rude because people don't want to be a part of your life. But in the same token, don't grow a third eye when you see somebody's not acknowledging you with nothing. Like, you decided that this was going to be our relationship. So I'm going to do exactly that, and I'm going to grant you your wish. If you have family or friends who don't support you, quit showing up for people who don't show up for you. Let it go. Love them and leave them alone, and don't have animosity when you do it. Bye. Just getting ready to drive on to get my nails done. If you are someone who has family or friendships that are dead, leave it there. Leave it there. Love who loves you. Keep praying for your family, because God can do anything but fail. He can turn anything around. But don't be trying to play God and make nobody do nothing, because you really can't make nobody do a thing. Like, you can't stop somebody from being who they are. And you can't stop somebody from not showing up. Let them not show up. Who cares? Like, who cares? I look at my life and, like, it's so full. Like, and it's so crazy because guess what? Every single day of my life, I'm by myself. Every day. I see my husband, Bentley, Kennedy. Yeah. People love who they love. And you cannot make somebody love you. You can't make somebody want to be around you. I don't want to be around nobody that I have to force to be around me or force to pull out how they feel about me. Honey, if you don't feel, get your life. First of all, if you don't like somebody, there's people I don't like. There's people that I can't even be in their company because they irritate me, you know. And so but am I gonna be mean to them people? No, I ain't gonna be mean to them. And I'm not even gonna lie. It took me some years to get to this point, because I was always just keep going, keep trying to show up, keep trying to be this one and that one's friend. Honey, you can't buy somebody. And if I have to put all that work in, by the time we are friends or we are family again, I'm tired of you, because I done had to literally beg for your attention. I ain't no beggar. And not only that, I'm too friendly to be begging for a friend. I would never do that. But it's so crazy because my life is fuller now than it has ever been, than when I thought I had friends. Because I'm going to tell you something about that too. You better be careful who you bring around your house. Be careful who you have around your children. Watch who your kids' friends are. A lot of times people don't like you and they'll turn their kids against you, or they'll try to turn their kids against you. Or you could have a kid whose parents don't like your parent, but then you try to be cool with their kids, and next thing you know, all jealousy and stuff can bleed into their relationship, and it's pointless. It is so pointless. So to each and every friend or family that I have or have ever had, or people who share my blood, and people who don't share my blood, and still family, I love you with an everlasting love, and it ain't nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. You have siblings, friends, family, any of that. It is your duty to work in that field. Like if I am a niece, I need to be a good niece. If I am a sister, I need to be good to my sisters. If I'm a cousin, I need to be good to my cousins. That don't mean you have to like everything they do and show up for everything they want you to show up for, but you sure as heck can be kind. When I wasn't even there for myself, when I had lost my mind and I was having anxiety like crazy, I suffered from PTSD and all of that, and I still showed up for people. So it's not an excuse. You don't have an excuse. I had so much trauma, it would blow y'all's mind, and it's coming. I'm sharing it. It's going to be a book that's basically going to be visual. I'm starting from the beginning and I'm going to the end, and I will be I'm telling my testimony. It's all going to be done in love, but love on yourself, and people who love themselves do not try to hurt the people that they claim to love, or people who are family. Having said all that, the way to overcome, even if it's heartbreak, because it was heartbreak in the beginning. I've cried all the tears that needed to be cried for everybody, and my tears are dried up. So now it's just like, I learned the lesson, and I know I won't have to repeat it again. Stop bringing people back in your life that have showed you over and over and over again they don't love you. And my purpose for this entire video is to just, I know that I'm not the only one. I know that I'm not the only one who has family or friends who have turned their backs on them. I just want you guys to know, like, don't feel alone. Like, don't feel like an island. Don't feel like this only happens to you, or you know what I'm saying? But realize, when people don't want to be bothered, you're doing yourself a disservice by getting in their face. Like, stay out of people's faces. Quit showing up when you know good and well somebody's not showing up for you. It's not tit for tat. It's respect for yourself. Like, quit. I always hear, and I had like drowned that in my pain years ago, where I would let anybody do anything to me and I would literally stay. Baby, them days are over. They are, as they say, they owe it. They are over with it, but the issues are still with family. And it's sad. It is so sad. But just know, you're not alone. You're not the only one who has had somebody act like this. And you could be the type of person that don't show up for people. Because I was like that too. So that's how I show grace, because I know good and well I was there myself. Like, there have been people I'm not going to show up for, but I wasn't showing up for them. I wasn't not showing up and they were my friends. I wasn't showing up because I didn't like them. I'm not going to fake the funk. When back in the day, I would just be around anybody. Child, protect who you are, and don't just COVID's not the only thing that's the only disease that's transferable. So is jealousy and envy and strife and malice and them, like being around people that are unloving, or being around people that are just so, everything's an issue. Like, quit complaining. I used to complain so much. I don't even see how people stuck around me, because I was a complainer, and I was also the type of person that was woe is me. Honey, it ain't no woe is me. It is what it is. And life will teach you you learn the biggest lessons in the trenches. Like, people always say, well, you can't control what somebody else do, and just because of what this person do, I don't have to be like that because that's my friend. The Bible says bad company corrupts good manners. So you can be around, if you are around the wrong people, they're going to influence you. It's so silly when I see these little memes and everybody think it really means something. That shows me how many people don't read their Bible. The people you keep yourself around shows you exactly who you are. That show me your friends, I'll show you yourself. That is not the way life is. And if anybody was your real friend and they was your real family, they would let you know when you wrong. People let you know when you wrong, and that nowadays they call that you a hater. You're not a hater because you calling something what it is. We live in a society where everybody want to coddle the next person. Child, if all the stuff I've been through and nobody coddled me and I made it out, you better dig your way out of that sadness, dig your way out of that weird family member that ain't studying you, and leave them people alone. Just leave them alone. Quit sitting up at people's houses that you know good and well don't like you and they tolerate you. I don't sit up around people and I know good and well you don't have nothing to pour into me. You don't have nothing that's going to make me a better person, that's going to help me grow. Why am I around you? It's time out for that. I only want to be around people who want to be around me, and I only want to surround myself around the energies that are positive. God will reveal where you're supposed to be. You know when you ain't supposed to be there. There's so much stuff I outgrew. And I thank God, like I cried. Y'all wouldn't even believe. The last 4 years, I have cried more in the last 4 years than I have in my entire life put together. Because I was so lonely. I was so sad. I was so down. Just, I missed my family. I missed my sisters. Eating at my sister Joy's house. And people being around till I realized y'all ain't studying me. Like, y'all don't care. You don't care. And what's so crazy, y'all got family that's still showing up that don't care about y'all. Y'all would be, if you sit down and be quiet long enough, you'll see people that be sitting up in your house don't even like you. You ain't nothing to the people that you serving. And that don't mean stop serving. Serve. Until God tell you any different, don't look at what I'm saying and say, oh yeah, I'm gonna cut everybody off. No. People cut me off, but they wanted to keep me in their back pocket, and I cut it off. Like you thought, but that's not how it's gonna be. Everybody in life, we all moving. We all are raising families. We're all moving to the next phases in life. There's many people that go to school. There's many people that work several jobs and go to school and have children. So it's not about, oh, you know, we all grown. Everybody busy. You ain't too busy to share everything else I see you sharing. You ain't too busy to keep up with them other family members that I see you in pictures with. So you can't say that you're too busy. You're too busy for the people you don't want to spend time with. Say that. Y'all don't even understand the boldness that I have. It ain't gonna be in no disrespect either. But the boldness that I have, there's no way. I'm not getting ready to let no unhealed person come and try to interject nothing on me. Like, you ain't even slowed down long enough to see who you are. Because you still gonna be stuck with who you are until you check yourself, before you wreck yourself. What makes you is how you treat other people and how you serve and the love that you have for people. People can feel that. They can feel that. You know if our relationship is different, and you also know you're the reason for that. And everybody that knows that, y'all the same people that can make it right. If you don't want to make it right, that's fine. Make it right with the people and love the people that you actually do love. Love them and treat them right. And then make sure that you don't do them like you did me. Do that. Make sure you don't do it. If you really love yourself and you have really grown, you don't have to show me. Show the next person. Don't dog them like you dogged me. Don't mistreat them and talk about them. I see everything and say nothing. And that's not going to change. Thank you for watching.